Hello and welcome back to my channel. It's been a little while, there's been a lot going on, moving house and stuff, but we're settled slowly but surely, and this is our new home office. For those of you who are new here, my name is Elizabeth. I am a teacher in the UK and I specialise in early years and primary school, and I've made a couple of videos so far based on little things that I think might be helpful for teachers, new teachers, old teachers, those looking for new ideas and stuff like that. Today's a video I've been quite excited to film, but it's just taken me a little while to get around to it, so it's probably not the best timing for the video, but I just thought I'd share it with you anyway. And that is a new teacher planner. So a lot of teachers are quite big on stationery, love stationery. I'm one of those. I have a crazy amount of stuff in my drawer just here in my desk that's probably totally unnecessary. Colouring pens, pencils, the lot. Stickers, love stickers. So I just thought I'd share with you something that I found really exciting to purchase actually, and leave you with maybe an idea of what you might like. So most planners that you get in schools these days are quite boring and very much the same, and you know, everyone has the same planner, and I think sometimes it's quite nice to personalise your own and be able to make it work in the way that you want to make it work, which is why I opted for the Erin Condren teacher planner. So this is it. It's a beautiful cover, and you can personalise it with your own name here, and you can actually put your school's name on as well if you want to, but I just chose not to. And there is a ruler attached here that you could also use as a bookmark. I chose this particular design. There are lots of other designs, but I really like this, and it has apples and things on the back too. Sorry about the reflection. So yeah, so it's just what I really liked. There's loads of different ones. You can go for something teacher related, you can go for something completely different, whether that be like florals or whatever your thing might be. So that's the reason I chose this. So I'm gonna do a little walkthrough of this as well. I also got a teacher record book. It happens to be in a very similar design to the actual planner that I bought, but that wasn't intended. There's only one design of this, but this is a record book, and I'll talk a little bit more about that later on as well. And with every planner that Erin Condren do, they send out what they call a plan for it pouch, and this comes free, and you get a few little like freebies inside as well. But it comes with like a coil that you can stick on the side to put actually into your planner to keep like stickers, or you might just want to keep notes and things like that. So I'll show you what came with that in a minute. And last but not least, I bought a packet of colourful dot dates, and there are 12 colourful sticker sheets with obviously numbers 1 to I presume 31, haven't opened it yet, and they are for in the planner, but I'll show you where they come in handy later. So back to the planner. So this is front cover, all interchangeable, so you can buy more than one if you'd like to and swap it out and keep changing it up a little bit. I'm just going to take this ruler off to make it a little bit easier. So yeah, so you can change these all year round if you want to buy different ones, or you have a planner that you particularly like and they don't do that design anymore, etc. It's entirely up to you what you want to have on yours. So I'm going to get stuck in. I'm going to turn the camera around. I'm going to lie it flat so you can see exactly what's going on inside the book. Okay, so here is the planner. Oh, I do apologise about this nail. I know it'll annoy some people. So I just got my name, didn't get the school, as I plan to do some more supply teaching. Then inside you've got a page for dry wipe. As long as you're using a razor, you can use baby wipes to get it off. Okay, this is the all about me. You've got your school year or grade, room, school, address. Now I want to make it clear this is actually an American made planner, so some of the wording might be slightly different to what we use in the UK. If you're American based, great. But you may find that some of it doesn't quite fit what you would usually say, but you can always tip X out and change it, or just go with what it already says. Classroom resources and websites and things like that. Then events and volunteers in case you need anything there, and if you ever have to have a substitute like myself come in, you can put all the information they might need here and then just leave your planner in school. It's up to you whether you decide to take it home or not. So this is a communication log. I've seen a lot of people use this quite differently. but I'm quite intrigued as to the ways it has been used. Some people have used it for like guided reading, some have used it for parents' evening comments and things like that, but you could totally put a sticker over the top and just change it to whatever you want if you don't feel it necessary to communicate with the parents in that way. That's up to you. So onto the year plan you have laid out in front of you. You've got January through to December. Again, this is an American planner, so dates and things might be slightly different, but you could always start in the August and then go back and use it, or even in September or whatever. Oh, here, sorry. It's entirely up to you how you use it, really. It's just to make it your own. Absentee log, very self-explanatory, writing down any absence and reasons, etc. That will help you to keep up to date with what you need to get children to catch up on that they may have missed. Graph paper, maybe seat plans and things like that. Then you get into your months. So at the beginning of each month, you've got dates to remember. Again, some have got a lot of American in there. You've got a bit of note paper, birthdays, and a lovely quote on which is on every single month as well, which I think is beautiful. And then you've got your month. Now this is where the date stickers would come in handy. Save you writing in all the dates, you can always stick them on instead. It's entirely up to you what you want to do with it. And that's just an overview of the month. So you could write down simple things in each one and then go into more detail later. So I'm not going to show every month because obviously they're all very similar. But just for example, here is November, change of the colours. The colours are beautiful as well. February. Just to say as well, after each month there are 2 note pages. So whether you use that for things like staff meetings or whatever you just choose to use it for. And that goes straight through to July. Then you're on to your weekly plans. Again, more quotes. You're on to your weekly plans then, which I think is great. The way it's done, you get your week number, Monday, dates there, and then you've got your subject, period and time, and goes on like that. I have actually seen a really good way of planning using post-it notes. And the way they've done it is done a post-it note for each one, printed their planning out on post-it notes and put it into each section. So if you don't get something finished, you can peel it off and move it around and things like that, which I think is great. And then just obviously write it in pen when you're ready to. But I think that's a really good idea, and I will actually link that video in the description box so that you can see how it's done. The layout and everything's changed a little bit since when that video was filmed. It wasn't myself. But I think that's just a really, really great way of utilising the space and being able to change your plans a little bit. And then that way you don't have to have like loads written in each box either, because you know what you're covering, and it's just simple then to look back and refer back if you need it. And obviously some people would still like to have a big plan and file. That's entirely up to you how you do it or what your school likes. But I think that's a great way of being really versatile with your planning and not having it set in stone, written in pen in here, and you'll be able to move it all around. So obviously there's enough planning pages to last you the whole academic year. Keep going. Then you get onto your checklists. So you've got student checklists and names. It does say emergency kit here, but I suppose that could just be whether you want to change that to maybe information that you would need for each child in your class. And then there's just different tick boxes. I really like the rainbow on this. I'm actually dyslexic, and it'll be really nice to be able to follow it along, so you don't get all muddled up with what you're ticking. And then when you're finished, if you've still got the same class, or when you finish this page, you can fold down the line, or probably more so on the next one. You can fold down the line so you can still see all the names and you've still got all the information that you need. Oops. So towards the back of the planner, you've got another quote, and you have actually got a couple of pages of stickers as well. Some really beautiful foil stickers. Hope you can see that quite well. With different things written on, and then some simple ones. Again, there are some Americanisms maybe in here. So you've got like furlough, which I believe is a day off, but I'm not entirely sure. Loads of different stickers there as well, but they're still good. Like it says field trip, but you can still use that here. You know, there's nothing stopping us using them anyway. And then you've got some blank stickers as well, maybe for appointments or meetings or deadlines, etc. And again, some plain stickers that you would be able to use for whatever you think necessary. Then at the back, you've got a little paper holder to put any documents in that you might need. and the same on this side too, just a different shape. And then at the very, very back you've got a plastic wallet folder. You pay extra for these, but I think it's equivalent of about 75 pence. And they're just like waterproof ones. You might want to put your timetable or something like that, depending if you're primary or secondary or class lists, whatever, you don't want to get wet or dirty. And I actually decided to get 2 of those just for different things. And again, another dry weight page on the very, very back. And that is the entirety of the actual planner. I'm sure you'll agree it is beautiful. Okay, it's quite chunky, if you can see that, but I think it's really worth it and really, really good quality. So here is just a really, really quick look at what I've shown you in this video already, just so you can have a quick glance and see anything you might be interested in too. So I hope you've enjoyed looking a little bit more into the Erin Condren teacher planner. It is very much a luxury, but for those of you like myself who love stationery, then luxury stationery is a must. So if you're interested, I will put a referral link in the description box and you'll be able to get a little bit of money off. I would say just be aware of shipping prices and shipping times as well, you know, especially with the busy period for the UK of going back to school, and you might want it sooner rather than later. But other than that, beautiful products, last a long time. If you're not interested in the teacher planner as such, they do life planners as well, wedding planners, you know, wellness journals. There's an awful lot, so go and check out their website and have a little mooch when you have some time. So yeah, that's all I really have to share on the Erin Condren planner. Just quickly to say, I hope you're all having a great time back at school. I wish you a very fantastic year. Thank you for watching again. Bye.